Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, This Curvi Yogi. I am Jakita, and today is day number 24 of our 30 days of yoga challenge. So today we will be focusing on strengthening and stretching the hamstrings, and this will help us to increase our flexibility. It will help us with everyday functional movements, and it can possibly help relieve back pain, and that depends on the person. So what you'll need today is your yoga mat and 2 yoga blocks. And if you don't have blocks, I always recommend you using disinfectant wipe containers. They work perfectly. So grab those props that you need and we will get started. So we're going to start in the middle of the mat, and I'm just facing the long edge of the mat since that's where we're going to be after we take our first 3 breaths. So if you want to stand in Tadasana, just go ahead and have our feet parallel to one another, facing forward, facing the long edge of the mat. And I just like to lift my toes, ball and heel are down, and I have to personally lift my arches. Place my toes back down, hands down on my side, and you can lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back just to open them a little. And we'll start here with 3 breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. So let's inhale together. Open the mouth and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. And from here, we're going to come into a wide stance with the toes facing the long edge of the mat. Hands can start on your hips. And we're just going to come forward into a wide forward fold. So allowing your hands to come down, and you can come out as wide as you like. You can stay here with the hands, or with the arms straight, I should say. Or you can bend the elbows and bring the head down, whichever feels better. The further down you come to the mat with your head, the more you're going to feel that stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. So maybe you play around with kind of straightening your arms and bending them, straightening and bending, just to see how that feels in your hamstrings. And then start to turn your feet out towards the edges of the mat, the corner edges. And you may need to walk your feet in. For this, we're going to come into a goddess pose. So start to bend your knees, send your hips down, and then lift your upper body up. So you can start with your hands at your heart here. You can come down as far as you'd like. Know that the further down you come, the more you'll feel the hamstrings and the quads engage. And then inhale, reach your arms up, straighten your legs. On the exhale, we're coming down to our goddess pose. So bending the knees, sending the hips down, and bending at the elbows. Palms are facing forward into our goddess pose. Inhale, standing straight, arms up. Exhale, coming down. Last time, inhale. Exhale down. And last time down, you can grab one of your blocks. Go ahead and put it in front of you. So as you're down, bring your right hand down and then reach your left arm up as far as it goes. Coming into a little twist here. And then switching, bring the left hand down, reaching the right arm up. Coming down, straightening the legs here. And then you're going to turn your left foot all the way to the left, and then maybe your right foot and my left. Start to bring this back foot in, and we're going to turn the torso to face the short edge of the mat. Keeping the front leg straight and the back leg straight, facing forward. And we're going to use both of our blocks this time to come into a pyramid pose. So take your blocks and have them on both sides of your foot. Keeping the legs straight, having the hands on the blocks. And you can stay here, or you can choose to bring the head down closer to the leg. Same thing here, if you bring the head down closer and bend forward a little more, you're going to feel more of a stretch in the hamstrings and the calves. And then here we're going to bring the left hand that's on the block to the inside of the left foot, and then reach the right arm up, coming into a triangle pose. So the left leg is still extended, straight. And then bend the left leg. Bring your left elbow or your left forearm down to your left thigh. Reach the right arm over. Coming into a little bit of an extended side angle here. Breathe. And then straighten that front leg. And we're walking the hands back to the middle of the mat. We're going to come back to our wide stance and our wide forward fold where we started. And again here, you can stay with the arms extended straight, or you can play with bending the elbows and bringing the head down. And then walking the feet in, turning the toes slightly towards the corners of the mat. Coming back to our goddess pose. So lowering the hips, bending the knees, bringing the upper body up. And then inhale here as you reach the arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale as we come down to our goddess pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then grabbing your block one more time. Bringing the left hand to the block, reaching the right arm up. And switching. Right hand down. Left arm up. And then straightening the legs. So this time we're turning that right foot out, and you can bring your blocks to the other side. And your right foot out or your left if you're mirroring what I'm doing. And then bring the left foot in a little. And you're going to be facing forward. The torso is forward. And then bring your hands to your blocks. Keeping both legs straight. Breathe here. And again, play with maybe lowering the head down. You'll feel more of a stretch in the calves and hamstrings. And then bringing the block under your right hand inside of your right leg. Reaching the left arm up. Come into our triangle pose here. And then bringing the right forearm to the right thigh. Reaching the left arm over. Extended side angle here. And then go ahead and walk the hands forward. Coming back to our wide stance, our wide forward fold. Take a deep breath here. And then bend the knees as you stand all the way up. And we'll bring the feet back together. Coming back to our mountain pose where we started. Just rolling the shoulders back. Hands down by your side. We'll end with our 3 deep breaths here. So let's inhale together. Open the mouth and exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last time, inhale. And exhale. Thanks for joining me today for our hamstring yoga session. And I hope that you'll take some time to reflect on how this practice made you feel by writing in your journal for a few moments. And that's it. I will see you all tomorrow for day number 25 of our 30-day yoga challenge.